So we had lots of rain. I don't know if you can hear it. First morning of officially being a farmer on, I was gonna say sales property, but he doesn't want me to say that. He wants me to say my new spot. So I am in my new spot. It is still a sales property though. It's just such a nice guy that he's allowing me to come over and farm. So he just sent me a message. He's on his way. He says he was gonna go and start planting in his garden. The garden is flooded. I don't know how he's gonna do that. So that old smell shanty I have home, I'm gonna bring it here. Maybe tomorrow it's supposed to be nicer. It's kind of wet this morning, so tomorrow if the sun is out, I'm gonna borrow the trailer. It should fit. The trailer is 4 feet wide, and I think my shanty is about 3.5 feet wide, so it should fit in there. I'm pretty sure it does. I'm gonna bring it here. I don't know how we're gonna set up, because obviously we need to have the road clear, because I mean it's a road, right? And I'm gonna fix this up here as well. It was made for chickens already. I have to make sure that no animals can come in, because I don't want to lose my chickens. And I'm gonna put that, I don't know where. I'm gonna discuss it with sales later on to see if we want to have it next to the barn, or maybe bring it a little bit just on the side there of the trees. I'm gonna put my barn rocks in there. I have a rooster at home that I switched place, but he needs to go because I don't want to have any more trouble. So that has to be done this weekend. I'm also hoping to be able to plant in my garden. People tell me that it's way too early, but to tell you the truth, it's time to plant the radishes. It's time to plant lettuce, kale, spinach. Anyway, I came over here today. I need to fix those little tiny holes because I don't want weasel to get in there. I'm thinking that they can, if I shut the door, you see that there's some light, so animals can get through. And we all know that a weasel can get pretty much anywhere, and I also need to fix this here. Beside that, it's pretty secure. But as you can see, the Chanticleer are doing pretty well. They've been steadily giving me 2 to 3 eggs per day. I think that the day that they moved, they didn't lay for 1 day, but that's it. I mean, even the day that I brought them from Ontario to my home, I ended up having an egg in the box. So that shows that they're doing pretty well. On this side here, I have to fix this up as well. I am thinking about putting my turkeys in here. So it's going to be either for my turkeys or my barred rocks. I'm not going to put my meat chickens in there, because if I put my meat chickens in there, it's going to stink a lot more. Meat chickens have a tendency to smell a whole lot more. I have my little metal coop at home that I'm hoping I'll be able to bring. Now I need to find someone with a flatbed trailer, and I don't know. I don't want to pay another few $100s to get that done, because at some point you run out of money, right? For those of you who personally know me, they know that I wear my Crocs like all the time. Sometimes even in the winter, and the road is pretty wet. I'm still here with my Crocs. Yeah, whatever, my feet are gonna be wet by the time I get back home. But I wanted to show you this here. I'm guessing we're gonna have to dig a trench here for the water to get out, because it's already going out, but not fast enough. And as you can see, there is a lot of water. And if I can cross over without slipping and falling in the water, you'll see this. This is usually a sign that, you know, I don't know how well you can see. This is a sign that the water came up really fast last night and left in that direction. But this is where Selge is gonna grow his garden. It's already looking pretty good. The only issue we have here with the garden is that it's almost in the forest. You know, you have the trees there, so there's a lot of wild plants, wild weed taking over. Like the weeds is taking over faster than what you would see at your home, right? Because there's all kind of different weeds. But you have the tiller, you know, he has a few garden beds that he's gonna have to handle. Stuff is overgrowing in them. But he has some compost, some hay. Well, the hay is pretty much composted, but he's gonna plant his garden here. At first, we had in mind to put the barn there, and you know, he would put his around here, and we would make like a run in between and put a bunch of coops and a bunch of pigs, whatever, everything in there. And the pigs would be able to go in the garden and till the garden at the end of this growing season. But as you can see, it's so wet, there's no way that a truck can back in there with the trailer to put the barn back there. So that's why we had to go with this location instead. I might be repeating myself from the last video, but I am so happy to be here. So happy to have a spot that my chickens can call home, you know. And Sel's such a nice guy. He told me he was gonna put like an advertising on Facebook to find someone younger to come and help him out doing the homesteading life. And then he suddenly saw one of my posts on one of those homesteading Facebook group, and he's like, hey, that guy is from my area, maybe I should go and talk to him. So he came over and talked to me, and at first I was like, who's that guy, like what does he want? And we started talking a little bit more and more, and turns out, you know, he had a YouTube channel as well. He wants to do the homesteading life. He has this nice property that he's looking for someone to help him out with. So I figured I could be the guy to help him. He's not ready to do any of that stuff this year. He just wants to get there. You know, he wants to have his stuff set up this year, build a barn. The plan is to have goats, pigs, everything we can before the bylaws change, because in New Brunswick things are weird. They started regrouping villages and cities, and you know, so now instead of being from Balmoral and being neighbor to Eel River Crossing and Dundee, and we are now all just one entity called Bois Joli. I don't like it. It's a name that, you know, I find that it excludes the English people, and I don't like it. But before everything changes, this year is Seymour. It's being included with Bois Joli, and eventually they're gonna come here and try to put the regulations on everything. So before they do, we have to get as much things here as possible. We have the barn, we have the chickens. We're gonna have turkeys, we're gonna have meat chickens. So if someone in the future is watching this, today we are May 28th, 2022. I have chickens, I have turkeys coming. It's already been ordered. We are a farm, a hobby farm here. The cell should be here any minute now. I'm gonna get started on fixing the chicken coop inside. Oh, there he is. I see him coming. There he is. So, Selge is here, planting his stuff in his garden. Are you happy, Selge?
And the happiest guy here today. I know that might be a little early. We may still get frost, but I got lots of seeds, so I'm going to gamble it.
Yeah, it's going to take a while before it sprouts anyway.
Yeah, the forecast is pretty good, so I think we're going to be safe.
There's a lot of rain. It's flooded.
Oh my God. You can tell people how much rain we got there. It's big time.
Yeah, you can see the big puddle of water right there.
The ponds are crazy.
Yeah.
I'm planting beets. And the way I'm planting, I hope I get a lot. I hope so. Lots of worms, eh? Sign of a good ground, I mean.
Yep. Always.
I think so.
Yep.
Oh.
So we came here today to see what was the work that needed to be done. We had a lot of planning done, so there's that. We didn't do much. We didn't put any nails in the walls or anything, but at least I have a plan. I know tomorrow is supposed to be a little bit nicer. I'm gonna come with the van, with the hitch, get the trailer, go back home, get some stuff that I have home. The smell shanty, a few pallets, few things like that I'm gonna bring here. I was a little bit afraid because I was missing one chicken coop kind of for my meat chickens. But now the way everything is planned, I think I'll be all right. I have a new spot in the barn for my quails, which is pretty cool. So I just have to come here, get it fixed, get it done, and it's gonna work out. Cells here is all kind of animals, and he's pretty happy about it. So, well, that's it for today. I'm not gonna go any further discussing what we're gonna do. I'm gonna show you. I was hoping to start, fixing some stuff in the barn, but we got into planning, so we didn't get anything done really, except planning is kind of work as well. So I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Don't hesitate to share, like, subscribe if it's not already done. And if you haven't seen Sal's channel, go ahead and check him out. Hopefully you'll get the subscribers as well to get to 1,000 and be monetized again. All right, take care, guys.